Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So this is Vignesh, and in today's video we are going to see what is Kafka and PubSub, how Kafka and PubSub going to message and communicate with each other, and how this architecture going to be get integrated with a sample IoT device. So we will go through these steps in a more architectural standpoint. For more details on the codes and commands, you can refer to my GitHub repositories. So let's get started. What is Kafka? Kafka is a Apache product. It is used for stream processing. What is special about it? It gives excellent performance and low latency. So you can refer to the Apache website for more details on the product. And next, what is PubSub? PubSub is a asynchronous messaging service used in serverless and microservices architecture. Here is a Google Cloud documentation on PubSub. It pretty much explains the basic definition of PubSub, what is a topic, subscription, broker, how the interaction happens. The entire architecture is here. You can go through these topics before watching this video in case if you need for more reference. So to explain at a very high level, it works on a publisher subscription pattern. So the publisher creates a topic and sends a message. The consumers create a subscription for that topic and receive the message for the topic of interest. So that's how it works on a high level. We will use Google Cloud for the purpose of this illustration. How do we exchange message between Kafka and PubSub? That will be your next question. So we will be making use of the Kafka connector in our steps to achieve it. So the first step for the purpose of this illustration is to, on Google Cloud, you will create a virtual machine for Kafka. So in real world, it will be stored in a cluster, but here for this illustration, we will use virtual machine. So next, we will set a Kafka PubSub connector. So in the first step, we have configured a Kafka VM instance and also set up a Kafka PubSub connector to make the communication between the Kafka and PubSub. So that has been explained in the step-by-step instruction and commands as given in the first step. The next step will be to create a PubSub topic and subscription. So as you can see, from Kafka and to Kafka, these are the two different topics which we are going to create in this step, from Kafka and to Kafka, and also create a subscription for that. The subscription is called to Kafka sub. So this is the communication that is going to flow from PubSub to Kafka. So PubSub will be the publisher, Kafka will be the consumer. And in the next subsequent steps, we will also create a subscription for the traffic published from Kafka to PubSub. So Kafka will be the producer or publisher and PubSub will be the consumer. So you can use this command to create a subscription from Kafka. So that is our second step. The next step is to start a Kafka VM application instance. So we are going to create a Kafka SSH connection and keep it in a window, and also create another open another window, make a SSH connection and have it open. So this is for the producer and this is for the consumer. That's our next step. So here we will use the Zookeeper server. We will start the VM instance, we will start the Zookeeper server, and also we will create topic for the to PubSub and from PubSub. So that is covered here. We will create topics, and now you see the Kafka service. After you execute these commands, Kafka service running on the virtual machine. So now we are going to cover how the data exchange happens between the Kafka and PubSub in the next step. Kafka and PubSub. Let's say if Kafka is a producer or a publisher and PubSub is a consumer. So you go to the VM instance and type in the command as explained here, and you will also enter the sample message hello from Kafka. So that will be received by PubSub in the Cloud Console, Cloud Shell. So you can see that message which you entered in the command section, that will be displayed in the Cloud Console once you use the subscription to pull it from the from Kafka. So what we are doing, we are entering some message from the Kafka instance, from the producer instance, and for this topic we will be creating we have created subscription, and we will be pulling the subscription, and the messages will be pulled and displayed in the Cloud Shell from the PubSub point of view. So this communication happens in this direction, and on the reverse direction, when PubSub acts as a producer and Kafka acting as a consumer, what we are going to do is create a message from the console. So here are the commands, and you will also use a subscription of that. Here PubSub topic publish to Kafka. So once you publish to Kafka, this subscription you can refer the second console window to see that message. That is covered in the step number 4. So now you see communication happens both ways, from Kafka to PubSub. So here it happens from PubSub to Kafka. So basically you are testing this using some sample message, and using the connector, and it you are pulling the data using the subscription, and you see that will be displayed in the consumer side. In the reverse way, if you create a message from the publisher side, and you see that will, for that topic, if you create a subscription, and you can pull that and display in the Cloud Shell. So it happens both ways. So now we are going to extend this illustration to our real world example of IoT. So let's say you have a IoT device, IoT sensor, which gets live feed about the environment around you. Let's say probably you are in a room, or your room temperature needs to be captured. That will be captured in a sensor and passed on to the IoT core, which has been communicating with the PubSub. There are different applications, like it can be traffic around you, or it can be from some smart machines, smart applications around you. That will be, the data will be consumed by the IoT core, and PubSub will be making use of it and publish that into the topic. So that will be consumed by the Kafka connector, and that consumes the message. So Kafka stores this information, and it also distributes to variety of applications you can think of, and more details of Kafka use cases have been given in the website. You can refer that. So you can for this project you can refer this sample Python application of how sample temperature, room temperature, has been captured. It's been generated and captured from PubSub to Kafka. And I'll give the credits to Google and Apache for this piece of code. So this is the number of applications which I have been talking about Kafka. So it has been used in a wide range of business domains, starting from manufacturing till banking, healthcare, finance, everywhere in media, etc. So New York Times use Kafka's API streaming for its readers to get the data available for them, and it also been used by a number of different companies like Airbnb. You can also think of Cerner from the healthcare perspective, and also we have Coursera, LinkedIn, Cisco on a networking, um, and we also Goldman Sachs used for the finance and banking industry. And the top tier companies like Oracle, Netflix, they also uses Kafka in their wide range of applications. So thanks everyone. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you get something out of it today. We'll see you in the next video.